Welcome to 51 Plates Christmas in Hawaii. Today we'll be cooking spam musubi, kalua pork, and haupia, which is a coconut pudding. Let's get into it. Alright, first up I'm going to be making spam musubi, which is essentially like spam sushi. So for this recipe, essentially I'm going to open up the spam and slice it. Wow, I forgot how delicious spam looked. So you take the spam out. Save the can, we're going to use it later. I'm going to go ahead and slice the spam into a couple pieces here. Alright, so I'm going to fry this in a pan with some oil. I got my spam off the stove for a second. I'm going to put this sweet soy sauce on it, which again is just 3 parts of soy, mirin, and sugar. I'm just going to put it on both sides and then let it caramelize in the pan and flip them all over again. And then we'll be on to the next part of it. I have the spam off the stove. It's nice and soy covered. Okay, so I washed out my spam container and I put a plastic container in there. I'm gonna use it as like a mold. I'm gonna put like 1/3 of a cup of rice in here. All right, rice. I'm gonna place a spam in here. Ooh, that is hot. You can form it more if you're not good at forming it the first time. Then I'm gonna put the spam face down on it and wrap it around the bottom. So you wrap your seaweed around, and then you just have a... Alright, my spam musubi is done. I'm gonna let it chill out while I cook the next item, which is gonna be kalua pork. Alright, so kalua pork is, normally it's an entire pig at a luau, and they season it with Hawaiian sea salt. I'm just using coarse ground Mediterranean sea salt. I couldn't find Hawaiian. Go figure. So this is a pork shoulder. I cut it in half at the moment, so it was about 8 pounds. This is probably 4.5 to 5 pounds. I am gonna pierce it everywhere. This is about a tablespoon and a half of salt. I'm just gonna put it all over it and rub it in. All right, so I just put the salt all over it. This is liquid smoke. I believe I have hickory. You can also use any liquid smoke you want. But since it's not going to be buried underground with an actual fire, this will give it the kind of the smoky flavor that a crock pot can give it. But it's about 3 or 4 tablespoons, and it's just going to go all over it. I'm going to go ahead and put some banana leaves. You can get these at any, or maybe just a really good Asian market, either in the frozen section or the produce section. These were frozen, and they smell weird. Wrap it as best you can, and then you can do this many ways. I used a crock pot. You can put it in for about 8 to 10 hours depending on how much it weighs at low, or you can do it for about 4 to 6 hours at high. Once you're done wrapping it, you just cover it with red pepper, red crushed pepper, red peppers. It's better in a crock pot. Okay, so my kalua pork is in the crock pot. It's gonna go for 4 to 8 hours. And now I'm gonna make haupia, which I hope I'm saying that correctly. It's like a coconut pudding type gelatin dessert that's pretty popular. It's pretty much coconut based anything in Hawaii is called haupia. It's Haupia. So the way that we sell apple pies at McDonald's in the Midwest, they sell haupia pies. Haupia. All right, you take 1.5 cups of milk, 1.5 cups of coconut milk, teaspoon of vanilla. Blend. The thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. All right, it's blended. I'm gonna put it into a saucepan. I'm gonna add 5 tablespoons of cornstarch to this, 6 tablespoons of sugar, and that is literally it. I'm gonna whisk this together and put it over about medium heat, and then let it simmer for about 10 minutes on lower heat. And then I'm gonna pour it into some buttered containers and just refrigerate it for about an hour. This is some toasted coconut that I toasted earlier, and you just wanna crumble it on top if you want it. It's optional. Don't put the coconut in the toaster. Okay, so I have my spam musubi, my pulled pork slider that I made with our kalua pork, and then a lettuce wrap with some hoisin sauce and brown rice, and what is haupia, which is a coconut pudding. So this is Hawaii. Normally during Christmas in Hawaii, what I've learned is that they They eat all of our regular foods that we eat during Christmas, except a little more luau-ish. So like Kalua pork is a big food for them during that time. Thanks for watching Hawaii 51 Plates and Mele Kalikimaka.